but it's this guy over here. It's Albert Einstein, who
Okay.
said that his greatest thought, his happiest thought, was that an observer in free fall would experience no gravitational force. And he literally said it gave him tingles up his spine, basically.
Yep.
And, I wonder to what extent, and that allowed him to create the, principle of general relativity and equivalence principles and so forth that we credit to him. But I wonder, can a computer experience a tingle down its spine? Conversely, can it experience pain? Can it have a happiest thought? And if not, what does that portend for its ability to create new laws of physics that humans are incapable of creating with this, 3-pound, neural network, pink neural network that we have in our brains? To what extent is embodiment? I've had on Noam Chomsky on the podcast many years ago, but to what extent, in your opinion, is embodiment kind of unique human sensations, what we call qualia? Are those important for making breakthroughs that really matter to scientists, say, like me?
That's a huge question, right? I think it comes down at some very basic level to what we think is human consciousness, and whether our intelligence and our consciousness can be thought of in materialist terms. So for people who take the view that everything about our consciousness and intelligence can be explained eventually in computational terms, and even if it is computational, then the computation also is substrate independent. If that's the case, if everything that we are, and it's a big if, right? If everything that we are is something that can be boiled down to computational principles, substrate independent computational principles, then I don't see any in principle reason why machines cannot be built to perform those very computations and have the same kinds of experiences, etc., that we are privy to, right? But there's a big if there, it's yeah, and that's a huge one. Can LLMs have those? Again, I mean, a lot of this comes down to agreeing or disagreeing upon what we think is happening within us. Right?
That's right. Yeah, I almost thought as I was reading this, I hope Anil writes a book, Why Humans Learn.
Yes. I mean, that's a big question for right now for even machine
Yeah.
learning people and computational neuroscientists, right? We don't have full-fledged answers to, why we do what we do. So our intelligence, what kinds of algorithms are running in our brains, for instance, is everything finally describable in terms of computation? Even that question is not answered. The answer to your overarching questions about whether machines can eventually feel and have feelings the way we do hinges upon answers to questions about our own intelligence and our own consciousness. If everything that we are can be talked of in materialistic terms, can be reduced to the workings of matter, and if all of what we are is somehow captured by computations, and the computations have to be substrate independent, it doesn't require biology, it could happen in silicon material, then yes, why not? And embodiment would be just another axis on which these machines would function. But without knowing the answers to questions about human intelligence and consciousness, it's really hard to answer what will happen with machines. I don't think we are in a position right now to definitively say that we will be able to build machines that will feel, and have conscious experiences. It all depends on our definition of consciousness. And then there are people even today who would say that, yes, machines are very definitively going to be conscious. And there are, you'll find as many people who will completely say, no, that's absolutely not possible. So I think it's an open question. Whether conscious experiences are eventually necessary for the kind of breakthroughs that we're talking about, coming up with the theory of relativity without having any prior knowledge of that stuff, that I'm not so sure consciousness is necessary there. To me, they're orthogonal problems. Like intelligence and consciousness are, you can have them varying on orthogonal axes. So you could potentially have a system that is capable of coming up with something new, but have no quote unquote conscious experience of it, hence no joy, no pain, whatever.